Hey, good morning. I just wanted to make a quick video to show you guys how you're going to do some recall work at home. I'm going to send a leash, probably this exact one, home with you. That way you could take Zelda outside to go potty on this leash. It is super important that at least for the first few weeks while y'all are transitioning into your new rules and your new boundaries and dynamics, that when she goes outside to go potty, she is on this leash. I actually have 2 of these. This is my system, so I can be a little bit lazy for my personal dogs. I actually have 2 of these, and I have one hooked onto the door so that I can just let them out on 40 feet if I need to. So you're more than welcome to do something like that. You know, have a post or a pole or something to put her on if, you know, it's cold or you don't want to go out. But overall, if she's outside, she really needs to be on a long lead because she was having trouble running after cars and dogs. And we really don't want that area to regress as soon as she gets home, because it's more than likely going to throw everything else out of the window, because she's just going to think she can go back to whatever she wants. And if she runs off, it's really hard to catch her. It becomes a game. It's fun. And so it's just a whole host of bad things that can occur if we don't keep her contained for a little bit while she learns her new rules. So I wanted to kind of go over and show you some recall with her that we've been working on outside, Zelda, and show you kind of how we've been doing it. She's been doing amazing, clearly. I just said her name and she came right back to me like a good girl. Yes, like a good girl. But in the off chance that she doesn't, she's really distracted on something, I wanted to show you guys kind of what we're doing. So you can obviously do a quick leash tug if she's far enough, so you can go like this, Zelda. Good girl. See, she came right back for me. Good girl. Say, I know what the leash tug means. Yes. And if you're using an e-collar, it's important that we beep first. So we make the tone button first. That way, it's aware that there's going to be consequences coming. So that's like your warning. The beep is always going to be your warning before anything happens. And eventually it'll get to the point where you really only need the beep, which is great. And then, so let's see. Back up, we'll say, Zelda, come here. She didn't listen, so we'll go ahead and beep it and say, Zelda, come here. And if she doesn't listen again, it's actually not on right now. I'm just going to kind of go over the buttons with you. And then if she doesn't come back to you after you beep it, then that's when you'll move into your stimulation to get her to come back to you. But hopefully we don't have any of those issues and she'll just come back for you like she's been working for me. But having that long leash first is really important to help keep that recall 100% all the time successful. And then once you can call her back to you without the leash or on the leash, 100%, 10 out of 10 times, I say, Zelda, come here. And she comes right back to me. Then we can graduate to off leash, okay? And then that's when you'll be using a lot more of your e-collar because she'll have it on while she's outside. If she tries to run off on something, you can watch her and catch her before she does it. Good girl, Zelly. Good girl. Quit jumping. Quit jumping. No, ma'am. Hey. You're getting too excited. Thank you. Yeah, you got yourself stuck. Anyway, so being on the long lead will help you contain much more control over her. And then, like I said, once you can start transitioning to off leash, you'll have your e-collar as backup to help you, basically as a longer invisible leash in case you need it. But she's been doing overall amazing. I haven't tried anything personally off leash with her just because the time of year here without having fence is super busy. And I don't want to take that liability risk. I can teach her recall without it if I need to, or I could teach the same recall with it on as I would without it by leaving it on the floor. That way it's still attached, by holding on to it, by making an even longer one, etc., etc. But when she's at her house, you know, comfortable and stuff, y'all can progress to off the leash. But I just wanted to give you a quick video on kind of how we've been working with her on recall. I know I kind of mumbled and jumbled a lot, but if you have any questions, feel free to let me know, okay?